All right, I have gone to a site. It says 50 questions you've never been asked. Are you guys
Okay.
ready?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
ready.
If we
Yeah.
don't like these questions, we can stop this at any time.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right, number one. What's your favorite candle scent?
Lilac.
I'm always a fan of like apple cinnamon type of shit.
Uh,
I like scents that remind me of food, like vanilla scents, cinnamon scents, apple scent. Like, give me some.
I'm going vanilla.
Um,
Interesting.
what I know Brandon has a different terminology when he's thinking of this question, but what female celebrity do you wish was your sister? I'm gonna go with Amanda Bynes on this one.
Kyle Johnson.
Okay, what about you, Nick?
Scarlett Johansson.
Okay. How old do you think you'll be when you get married?
48.
Kyle Johnson.
Future.
Okay. Do you know a hoarder?
Yes.
Yes.
No?
His name's Jordan.
Oh, then yeah.
What would you name your daughter if you had one?
Abortion. Later, abortion.
What about you, Nick?
I would name mine Barbie.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I actually know a girl in college. Her last name was Dahl, so like doll, but her first name was Barbie. Yes, she was blonde.
A fucking course she was.
Um, I would love to name my daughter Lucifer. So like Lucifer, but a Y instead of an I.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
What's the worst grade you got on a test?
I got an 11.
I don't. I had a lot of school, man.
I believe
I-
it was a 23%. I guessed on every question. I didn't even look at the questions. I just filled in multiple choice for all of them, and I got a 23%.
Were they all
Oh.
C's?
I remember now. Okay. In like ninth grade French, because we had to take 1 year of French, and I didn't try in that class. I got a like 11 or a 12% on basically every test. And the reason I passed it was because the teacher hated me and just told me to hand in a project and she'd pass me.
What
That's
was
how Brandon passed.
what was your favorite TV show when you were a child?
Huh. Probably Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what I watched like every fucking Saturday.
I was a
Spon-
big fan of the Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh yeah,
Spon-
all those. Yeah, SpongeBob, Fairly
Yeah,
Odd Parents.
SpongeBob's for me.
I loved the Amanda Show.
Oh, that was a good show.
Like Amanda Bynes was my crush as a kid. Try to see. Would you rather have an American accent or a British accent?
British.
Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Of fucking course you idiot.
That's actually a question?
Yeah.
What? Oh my
Is
god.
is your father bald?
No.
No.
Do you know triplets?
No.
No.
Jesus Christ, I'm scrolling past some of these questions. Can you whistle?
No.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Okay, prove it.
What do you want? What do you want me to whistle?
Anything. Brave Shine by Aimer.
Jesus! I'll have to practice for that. Shit.
I love how question 50 on this is why do you have a Tumblr?
So people can ask us questions.
Exactly.
Alright. Well, what's our next questions? I went out of this site.
Oh. Okay. This is a question directed to Nix. Nick,
Yes.
Nick?
Yeah, I'm here.
have you heard Dying Slowly lately?
I heard it yesterday because you like to link me every day.
Thank you.
Yeah, you linked me yesterday.
Nick, I feel like you just need to go to a better place. Have you heard Better Place by Saint Asonia?
Oh my god. Did you just do
Nick.
it so you can plug Saint Asonia?
Nick, I feel like you just need to live your life how you want to, so I'm gonna let you live your life. Have you heard that song?
Yes.
I think you just need a certain comfort in your life. Have you heard A Certain Comfort by Tech Nine?
Will you leave me alone?
Nick,
What?
is this video like slowly dying?
Yeah, it is slowly dying.
Oh, so then you should check out Dying Slowly by Saint Asonia because it's really I really feel like it's the theme song for this.
Jesus Christ.
I think we should get all these problems out straight out the gate. Oh, speaking of straight out the gate, have you heard that song by Tech Nine and Serge Tankian?
Will you stop with these references to songs?
Have you heard the
Oh,
song
Nick.
I Want to Kill Nick Ottershowitz by Kyle Johnson?
I have heard that
It's
song.
on the harmonica.
He links
And
it to
the
me every day.
and the
I've heard it.
And the fucking flute. Best song ringtone.
And a chorus of 9 midgets. None of them can sing.
Why did I do this with you guys? I knew this was gonna happen.
Alright,
Oh,
I
wait,
went
wait,
to a
wait.
different site for questions. This one asks, how often do you doodle?
Never.
Doodle. Doodle what?
It just says, how often do you doodle?
I don't. Fucking never.
Come on, you gotta doodle more, man.
I guess so. Shit.
What are your nicknames?
Brando.
Pinky.
Why?
I don't want to
Is
do
that is that off of your dick?
No.
Is your nickname actually Pinky?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Wait. Who the hell calls you that?
My brother. He started calling me that when I was in like 5th grade.
I'm gonna start referring to you as Pinky.
Alright, Pinky.
No. I'm not even gonna talk about my other nickname.
How many days could you last in solitary confinement?
What kind?
It doesn't specify.
I probably last a day.
Yeah, I'd lock you in a room, no internet access, and you only get, like, basic food.
Alright, so 30 seconds.
Am I like in a jail cell with like, you know, a rapist?
No, it's just you.
Just me? Oh, fucking however long it takes.
Have you ever seen the show Solitary?
Yeah.
Like that type of room.
I could probably last a couple days.
I fucking love that show. They need to bring it back.
Yeah, like I can stare at a wall for like periods of time and just entertain myself.
What about
Yeah.
you, Oddish? Have you watched Solitary?
I have not.
Fucking gonna make you watch Solitary.
Man.
Who is the biggest rat pack you know?
What?
I don't know what the meaning of this question is, but
I don't know either. bro.
Suomi Nona.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna
he is a
answer.
big rat.
I will say Thomas Huckleberry.
Good choice.
Thank you.
How many times a day do you look at yourself in the mirror?
Wait, we need Jordan in here for this question.
Okay. Anytime I go to wash my hands in the washroom.
Anytime I go to the bathroom.
Because the sink and then there's a mirror, so when I wash my hands, I look at myself. So that amount of times, I don't know.
Which animals scare you the most and why? There's this guy named Swomy. I sometimes get afraid of koalas, bears, perch,
Platypuses.
yeah, platypuses,
Seals.
yeah, seals, turtles.
Anything that's, I guess, in the ocean that can eat me.
It's spiders for me.
Just squish them with your index finger.
We're
man.
not doing this conversation again. I just want to
What
answer
you
the question.
do is you stretch out your finger and you just poke him, and then he explodes.
It depends what kind of. You can't do that with every freaking spider.
Oh, what? That's quitter talk. Shut up.
What's a strange occurrence you've experienced but have never or rarely shared with anyone?
I don't know. Like sometimes my door will just kind of like open as if there was like a gust of wind, but all the windows are shut. But I don't know. I'm just like, the fuck, and then I just move on with my life.
I don't remember getting to share this story. It's not too weird because it was in New York City, but I was walking home one day at about 2 a.m. I was the only person on the street. My phone was dead, so I wasn't, able to distract myself too much. And suddenly I just hear a loud sound and a door opens and an old lady peeks her head out and starts making like the noise, and then she shuts it.
she fucking cursed you.
Just like I just remember that very clearly. I was just walking. She opened the window and then closed it. She looked right at my face when she did it too. I don't know how she knew I was coming.
That's brilliant.
And when I went home, no one was awake, so I didn't get to share that.
Huh.
Alright, for me, when I was in 2nd grade, I dropped a giant rock in a chick's head.
What an asshole! Go fuck yourself.
You're a piece of shit. Why?
I was trying to she was like, she was on towards the bottom of the water. I was like on a hill. I tried to throw a big rock, and I wasn't very strong back then, and I missed the water.
What do you think?
Killed a girl.
I didn't kill the girl. She just got
Fucking-
staples.
What do you think about more than anything else? And just to make Brandon's answers tougher, I will remove Amanda, Dick Girls, and Sex and Yuri from the answer list.
Huh.
It's obviously Kyle Johnson.
Myself.
Okay.
Aaron for me.
Okay. I have to remove similar things, so I'm gonna go with
Ryan
since
Stick.
I can't. That's up there, but at the end of the day, I gotta go with Reese's peanut butter cups.
Fair enough.
What's something that amazes you?
Dick girls.
Okay.
Kegels.
Fuck these questions.
I think
If you could restore one broken relationship, which would it be?
Nick in the right hand.
don't you mean the tsundere that tried to stab you?
No, you.
What did? Oh,
Nick
Jill.
in the
all right.
right hand.
Oh, Jill. All right. We had a good time at prom.
Shut the fuck up.
Nick and humanity.
Man. Well,
If you were to change your first name, what would you change it to?
Sir
Gilgamesh.
fucks a lot.
Laszlo.
Laszlo,
What the
like
fuck would
like
it be?
fucking Camp Laszlo
Yeah,
on
that's
fucking
what-
Disney or whatever
I
it
was
was.
trying to talk about my head.
Laszlo.
He was a fucking monkey on that show, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
What happens
Yeah.
if I Google Laszlo? Is Camp Laszlo first that will appear?
It should be. That was a pretty good show.
Camp Laszlo and then the Church of Laszlo.
The Church of Laszlo. Oh my god.
Apparently, it's a radio station.
Do they play like Christian rock?
It's like talk radio
Ah,
in Kansas City.
shit.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's Laszlo's Bakery and Grill where they serve grilled odishes.
I look like I won't want to go there.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna Google questions. Questions to ask a girl.
I
So
got
we're
a
gonna be
question.
asking Nick.
What?
Yeah. Nick, what's your favorite book?
No longer human.
Alright.
Where would you go if you could travel anywhere in the world?
Are we allowed to travel back in time?
What's your favorite sex position?
Dog.
He's trying
Ew.
to copy me.
Ew.
Leave me alone.
Don't fuck dogs.
I hate you.
Brandon specified doggy style. You just want to do dogs. What the bestiality over here?
Sorry.
Brandon's a respectable person. You're just a fucking ew.
Leave me alone.
Oh, Nick.
What do you want to do next? Ask for more questions or?
Wait, I got one.
Oh, you got
Alright.
okay.
Would you be willing to eat a bowl of crickets for $40,000?
Yes.
It's the bowl.
If you could have anyone locked in a room so that you could torment them for a day, who would you choose and how would you torment them?
Sue me, I would bring in a bunch of lollies and then just send them away.
How about you, Ryan?
Fuck life. I'm gonna become a stripper. What?
Yeah, what?
I went to an anime questions list.
Oh no.
Which anime has made you laugh the hardest?
Epo.
I don't know.
No. Brennan, it's JoJo. Remember last episode?
Actually, yeah. I mean, that one episode of JoJo was probably the most I laughed because Iggy died.
Excel Saga. If you could make a spin-off of any anime, what would it be?
Poopa.
Fucking.
I'll
fuck
give it
you.
justice this time.
There's nothing to give justice there.
Spin-off? Probably, School Days. I want to see what happens on the boat.
I want a Fate Zero spin-off where Uryu gets Ryder and all of the different servants, and just see what happens when he gets like Saber and people that like aren't into murdering people, and see what happens then.
There would be a lot of command seals being used.
Yeah, I just want to see like different masters get different servants and see how fucked up things can get with that. Like I feel like if Kenneth was originally supposed to get Ryder, right? Until Waver stole the shit. If Kenneth did get Ryder, Ryder would want nothing to do with anything Kenneth was doing. So I feel like that would also be hilarious. So give like Kenneth Ryder, give like Saber to Uryu, and just see what happens then. Have you ever watched an entire anime in one sitting?
Yes.
I've done like one course. I've never done a 2 core in one sitting.
Which was the last one you did in one sitting?
Uh, Last one. Let me think. It would
And
probably.
does that change the experience for you?
Not really. It's just I just tend to only be able to do like 3 to 6 episodes in one sitting at a time, and then like I take a break of something or just occupy because if I do something for too long, I just lose focus. Even if I like it, I just kind of lose focus, so I take breaks. But I think the last one I did was what the fuck was that called?
Detective Conan.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to think, but it was a 1 core anime because I've never been able to do more than 13 episodes.
If anyone was able to watch Detective Conan in one sitting, Jesus, good God, like
They would have to be pissing in
put
a
them
bottle.
down.
Was it the ones you reviewed, Brendan?
Nah, it's been like a year, but there was something.
Diabolic Lovers.
Favorite anime
No,
character?
no, because I watched that weekly.
Oh.
Oh, favorite anime character?
Yeah.
Like overall?
Yeah, and I'm not talking about best anime character, just favorite.
Kamiya from Gurren Lagann.
Lelouch.
Ichigo
Lelouch is-
Kurosaki.
Yeah, Lelouch is my number 2.
And now name an anime character you absolutely hate.
Spike. Just kidding.
Spike
I was about to kill you.
Spike from Bebop?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I tried kidding on the last one. You guys didn't catch it. I said fucking
Who
Ichigo.
do I hate?
Let's go with some obvious answers here. I'll just knock these ones out. Sakura Haruno is a disgrace to women. Lucy Heartfilia, Orihime. Those are the characters that are usually just grind my gears.
Let's see. Who is one of
Oh, I got it. In Diabolic Lovers, there is this kid with like a teddy
the
bear.
blue hair. Yeah, fuck him.
The fucking teddy bear kid.
Oh,
That guy's a freaky mother. Like he's just a piece of shit. That guy. Like I mean, all of them are, but it's that teddy bear guy who like makes people into dolls that is just the worst.
I do not like that guy. He's one. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Mine's Keiichi.
Kirito is also up there.
My husband? Shit.
What is your favorite romance anime?
Nana.
Nana.
Supersonico the animation.
Okay. I was also about to say other ones that are up there are Ninja Slayer and Inferno Cup.
Yeah. Best.
Great romance. What is your favorite ecchi anime?
Huh.
No answer. I'm not a pervert without a brain.
High School of the High School of the Dead.
What an idiot. What about you,
Kiss
Brendan?
X Sis.
All right, that's fun. What is your favorite mech anime?
Oh, fucking. Actually,
Evangelion.
Does Code Geass count, or can I not answer?
I would say it would because it uses mecha as their primary like fighting mechanic. So I'd say you.
To me, the four main answers here are you can say Gurren Lagann, right?
Yeah.
You can say Gurren Lagann. You can say Code Geass. You can say Evangelion, and you can say Gundam 00. Those are my 4 go-tos.
And then I'd also throw in Broken Blade for me as well there. But all of those are like my favorites for those.
Favorite slice of life?
Non Biori.
Usagi Drop.
Silver Spoon.
Oh shit! Yeah, Silver Spoon. Fuck. Favorite drama? I don't know if I
Anohana.
really have an answer to this one.
Yeah, Anohana.
Yeah, I guess I'll say Anohana then. Favorite comedy?
Ugh.
Gintama.
Gintama.
Gintama. I've seen episode 1.
Harem.
Oh, The World God Only Knows.
Denpa Kyo. I don't fucking know. Fate Stay Night.
I'll just go Sword Art Online.
What the fuck off?
Sword Art Online 2. Come on now.
Favorite action?
JoJo.
Brotherhood.
Yeah, I guess I'd go Brotherhood because that's my number 2. Yeah.
Favorite adventure?
Adventure. Hunter x Hunter.
I guess Brotherhood applies here too, but I want to answer something different.
Yeah.
Dragon
Brotherhood could be my answer, but I'd say Hunter x Hunter 2011.
I'll go with it. Yeah. First anime you ever saw?
Ball. Dragon Ball Z.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, but I didn't recognize it as anime at the time.
Yeah, it was like Digimon, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! I just all thought they were cartoons.
Yeah.
I thought Mar was your first, Ryan.
No, that was the first anime that I recognized as an anime and watched to watch, right?
Oh,
Like
okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I never like watched. I had seen episodes, but I was never into it. But like I can't deny that I had seen it on my TV. March and Awakens Romance was the first one I sat down and I said, "Oh, this is anime. I like this stuff," and I watched quite a few episodes and then finished it. But Yu-Gi-Oh! I think would be the first one that I had seen episodes of. Name one anime you wish everyone would watch.
Like not an obvious choice, probably.
Yeah, like probably one that like a lot of people haven't seen that you think people need to watch more.
Kyoso Giga.
Shiki.
Mushishi.
That's definitely up there too, but I think Mushishi has gotten the credit it's deserved. You go on
Yeah.
Mal and it's in the top, right? Yeah, like Kyosa Giga and Shiki are not up there.
Yeah, both of them are like awesome in their own way, and not many people watch them, or like they're highly praised, but there's not too many people praising them.
Yeah. What is the most times you've rewatched an anime and which anime? I don't have a number, but Code Geass.
Attack on Titan.
Actually, it would have to be that too for me, because what I tend to do, at least when I was in college, I would just put on the Attack on Titan dub and I just let it play as I worked. So I think I've probably seen that anime like 12 times. Well, I've completely watched it a few times, but I've always had it playing in kind of half watching, probably like 12 times, just because it's good to have something on the background as I work on stuff. So that's probably actually the one I've watched the most. Yeah.
What is an anime you regret watching?
Black Bullet.
Hmm.
Or Pupa, one of those two.
Sword
There's-
Art Online.
I think it's called Strange Plus. It's an anime short. It's like 4 minutes. I think there was season one was I think it was 2 seasons, but season one had like 12 episodes. I dropped it on episode like 11 or 10 because it was just so fucking pointless.
I
Because-
throw out my
yeah.
Sword Art Online answer and I'm changing it for Danganronpa. The thing is, like, again, things like Sora no Method and Pupa and Diabolic Lovers are so bad that we get to talk about them and diss them, and they lead to actually sometimes more enjoyment, right? Things
Yeah.
like Fairy Tail, we get to diss them, we get to bash them. Things like Danganronpa and Sword Art Online are so bad and they cause pain. They're not even like worth making fun of and talking about. They just cause pain when you watch them because they're like you see the potential, but it's just so shit that like you can't even make fun of it. It's just so shit. But like even though it's not as bad as these other series, it's worse in the way that you can't make fun of it as much. So that's why I go for a Danganronpa or a Sword Art Online or a Naruto.
Strange Plus was a yaoi that failed to be a yaoi.
What did it end up?
Fucking boring.
Did you try
Just
to
fuck
watch
already.
episode 11 again, but couldn't do it?
Yeah, because I had it dropped on my anime list. But since they're only like 4-minute episodes, I was gonna finish the last couple, and then like I got like a minute into like episode 11, and then I just set it as completed on my anime list.
What's gonna be the anime of next season?
I'm hoping God Eater, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I'm going to say probably God Eater, Durara season. What is that? Season 2.5. I don't know what
It's X210.
So like season 2, part 2, I guess.
I think next season is the season of the G's. It's gonna be God Eater and Gangsta.
Yeah, that's the same for me.
Yeah, I'm thinking God Eater will probably be it. I don't know much about it, so it could just be something that looks and sounds pretty, but it seems pretty cool from what I've seen from it.
Yeah, the little trailer they had was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, it was obviously going to be like that because Ufotable just knows what the fuck they're doing. People were saying earlier that all of the budget for Ufotable only goes into the Tymoon stuff, but this looks like it's got a lot of budget.
Yeah, no, there was I think it was a Tales of Exaria. They did like an hour-long like OVA or whatever. And though it doesn't have like say Fate or like Karen no Kyokai budget to it, even that looked and was a very good OVA. So they know how to like they still make things look good even if it's not Type Moon. And this God Eater looks like it could be set in the Type Moon universe because of just how much budget they're giving it.
Yeah, and apparently they did an OVA for this one Shonen Battle series. I'm not sure what the name is. It revolves around food or something. It's probably a piece of shit, but they did an OVA for that series. that will go nameless because it sucks massive balls. Um,
You mean
but
Shogeki no Soma?
no,
Are you sure?
yeah. But apparently that one was a really good OVA. I don't know what it's called though.
Alright.
And what is the anime of this season?
Arslan Senkai Mako.
Same.
Arslan Gintama. Tai.
Yeah, Arslan's my favorite at the moment.
Has an anime's fan base ever made you hesitant to watch an anime?
No. They made me
Yes.
not watch an anime.
I have not
Hmm.
watched Legend of the Galactic Heroes because of its fan base.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Food
Eventually,
Wars.
that's another good answer.
Yeah, there was some fan base issues with that right there. That's all I'll say.
I'm trying to think if there's any others that are up there for that, but I can't really think of anything that stopped me. Usually the ones that have, I already watched it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it tends because I usually don't notice a fan base until I've already started to watch it. Like I'll hear like praise for something and I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll check it out just to see because like for example, Seraph of the End. I don't think that's an amazing anime by any means. It's simple fun, and I know the fan base. I guess I don't feel like it's an Attack on Titan fan base, but I know like some of the elitists for that series are going crazy for it. But it's just more like. Yeah, I just kind of looked at it. I was like, oh, yeah, this kind of looks
I'll
like
be
a simple
honest.
fun show.
I predicted that the Seraph of the End fan base would be the worst fan base of the season, but they're not.
Yeah, no, I've only seen like very high fan base elitists on like main pages for the anime. Like I really haven't seen them elsewhere. It's more or less I've seen it sucks or it's all right.
Yeah. I have seen the main annoying fan bases revolving around two main series this season, being Food Wars and Dungeon ni DA. The JC Staff series have gotten the most annoying fan bases of the season.
Isn't there like only one person in the Dungeon fan base though?
No, like go on Glass Reflections first impressions for Dungeon
Mhm.
DA and look at the comments, and people are passing off Dungeon as it is a top 10 anime series of all time. People are talking about Dungeon like Hestia is the greatest character ever.
Fuck Hestia,
graced
she sucks.
anime.
You mean
She's
Bell?
not
and
that
You mean
good.
Bell?
Also, fucking Bell. Yeah, I agree that the newest episode it gave him good development, but overall, like honestly, he's not that different from everyone saying
From
like, oh,
Tatsumi and Kirito. He's
yeah,
the
they're-
same thing.
It really is because the difference is like with Kirito, he just kind of had the power and like he just kind of was like, "Hey, I'm going to take the blame and shit." While Bell has the ability to get all the power because of his ability. It's just he's just a wimp and has to work his way up to it. But at the end of the day, they really are the same fucking person.
Yeah, I don't like abilities like this, for the record, where it's like, you just get stronger as things happen, you know, like, that always is, like, bullshit to me. The number one, like, bullshit power of last year was, what is her name? Mine from Akame ga Kill, where it's like, the more dangerous the situation is, the more powerful I get, you know, or the more fights
Ryan,
that
Ryan,
happen,
Ryan,
the
Ryan,
more
wait,
strong I
wait.
get. Like, anything like that just is like,
Fucking
fuck
missed
you.
it though. But you missed the worst power up. Natsu's friendship power
Oh,
up.
yeah, no, the stuff like that too. Yeah, like
Yeah.
anything that's just like, any excuse, I
My
got
friends are
stronger.
in danger.
Yeah.
I must power up and eat all the flames and get 10,000 flame attacks.
Yeah, stuff like that, like Akame's writer, Dungeon's writer, Fairy Tale's writer, all writers that were like, we didn't actually come up with ideas to make our characters win fights. So here's just some bullshit. So I really hate that type of. So Food Wars and Dungeon are the two with the most annoying fan bases.
Yeah, I'd say probably Food Wars for me at the moment. Like it's kind of died down, but still, it's still kind of there. It's like, or like a big thing is like it's not this bad in the manga, but it's like, but at the end of the day, it's still that in the manga. Just maybe only a page of it and not a minute scene.
How
So-
many episodes for an anime is ideal to you? I don't have one set answer for this.
It really depends on the series.
I'm
Yeah,
usually going for more 24 episode animes that, like, usually a lot of my favorites are in that range.
Yeah, I've noticed, I used to always say like a two core is like my ideal, but recently with things like say Maria and then like Hyoso Giga, I've noticed that one cores are tending to be able to tell a more coherent story than a two core can lately.
I completely agree. However, this is the same for two core technically, but there are a lot of bad on cores out there.
Oh, for sure. Like,
Like,
I mean, yeah, a lot of it is just like a promotion for the source material or
Yeah.
like comeback for like next season. So if it can tell its story in like two cores, I'm happy. But I just noticed that within like the last couple years, I've noticed stronger one cores being able to tell like a complete story in such a short time and develop characters more than I have with say two cores. That's just what I've been noticing as of recent. I'm just like, huh, it really does seem that one cores are kind of taking the spotlight for me.
yeah, I think that there are a lot of two cores that should be one cores, and there are a lot of one cores that should be two cores.
Yeah.
The number one that came to mind was Death Parade. Uh, a big problem with Death Parade was it started storylines that it couldn't technically complete in 13 episodes. Like the old
Yeah.
guy and the other bartender and these other people, and it's just like, oh, well, thanks for adding all these characters and doing jack shit with them. Um, if you could make a game for an anime of your choice, what would it be and why?
Huh, I have to think about this.
Yeah, I'm gonna give me a second on it too. I think the dungeon game would actually be fun. I'm like first thinking of things this season.
Yeah, honestly, things like Dungeon that have that kind of already game setting, or like Log Horizon could be an MMO, things like that. Anything that's already kind of set in a video game setting just work. Like even if you hate things like Sword Art Online, the worlds they have built for those games, like Gun Gale Online, would make a cool shooter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, you know what? The more I'm actually fucking thinking of it, Dungeon would work better as a game than an anime.
Actually, yeah, because he really is a good character for the player because you have all these abilities that you would have the most skills because as the player you want to be the most powerful and you'd have all these things. Yeah, that actually
Yeah, plus
because
he's not good in the beginning,
That
so
would
you would have to
be-
work up by leveling up.
I would be a lot more excited to play that game than watch the anime, to be honest with you.
especially because it's like the tower and you go to different floors, you like would go back to the village and you'd have all your NPCs and stuff and like yeah, I think actually that would actually make a good game. Like it wouldn't now because if they tried to do it, it would just be a cash grab. But if this like never like had a source material and like it was its own original creation and had like a couple like 2 to 3 years to make a solid single player dungeon crawler like that, I think it would be fucking good.
Nothing else I'm watching this season really stands out as something that would be that good for a game.
I'm going to say one that isn't really in a game. I'm going to say one that's more story based because I'll probably see like Ghost in the Shell as a game would be an interesting video game to play.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, I could make that work as a third person.
Yeah, I could actually see some really fun gameplay mechanics there.
Yeah, I mean there are like any sort of adventure series really would work.
I've been thinking about like One Piece needs a fighting game that's not these random ones where you're just punching 1,000 dudes like these Pirate Warriors ones.
Yeah.
Like there's so many characters in the One Piece, spectrum that you could make a great Super Smash Brothers style game with One Piece characters.
Oh my god, that'd be heaven. There'd be so many characters.
Yeah, I honestly think like every time I look at One Piece, I'm like, this is a game that like is waiting to happen. This is like the brawl of One Piece. Like I don't see why it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Like just you get Doflamingo, you get Luffy. There's so many villains. There's so many allies. It's just built for a game like that to exist. But it just all of the games they make off of One Piece are just fucking stupid.
I liked them back in the day before the PS2 era One Piece games. The Pirate Warriors are just Samurai Warriors or Dynasty Warriors over and over again.
I can't really think of any others off the top of my head that would be good games.
Hmm.
How about a Dragon Ball game that actually covered the Dragon Ball story since they keep working on Dragon Ball Z? They have like one Dragon Ball game.
What is the longest anime that you're planning on watching? Like the longest, piece of work that you haven't jumped on yet?
Well, I kind of jumped onto them just someday.
Yeah, it's
Actually,
for me, probably Gintama or Major for me.
Yeah, I guess it'd be Gintama, but I think I'm just gonna end up reading that because I can read it faster.
I really need to jump more on the JoJo.
Yeah, because the first season's like, is it 24 episodes that covers part 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Stardust Crusaders season 1 and 2 are probably both going to be 25. So you have like roughly like 74 episodes you would have to catch up for the first
Which
3
is
parts.
doable. This is a really weird question, and I think my answer is a no. Have you ever watched an anime only because of you liked a specific character?
No.
Like like you knew beforehand, like just reading about a character, or like you started watching and then there was only one character.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
liked?
Let's go with that. Like you.
Okay, so like you watch it and there's only one character you like.
Yeah, but you continue just based on them.
I feel like it's happened. I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to pinpoint exactly what it was. I know there's been series. Maybe actually I think there's always been at least 2. Yeah, there's always been at least 2 characters. Otherwise, I've dropped it.
What
Well,
is the,
except for the rare cases like Super Sonico the animation and like Glass Slip. Both of those are pieces of shit, and I hated everything about it. But I was just a completionist back in the day.
what is the most overrated and the most underrated series out there? Hey, anyone want to guess my overrated?
I'm just gonna say Dragon Ball Z. I know
No.
yours just probably started online.
No, it's Naruto.
I don't know. Overrated to me, I really don't care because they're successful, good job. It's more or less just the fan bases that annoy me. It's not really them being popular that really bugs me. So I mean, there's plenty of things that get popular, and I just kind of say, good job for being successful. I don't fucking like you, and I hate your fans, but
I'm not caring about successful. I'm caring about when people say stuff like, "Oh, this is a top 10 series."
I don't know. Any of the big shonen series, honestly. Like, the fan bases get atrocious for any of them. And then for underrated, I'm still gonna go with Kyosagiga.
Yeah, my answer stays the same.
Yeah.
The last question on this list is thoughts on live action adaptations.
Certain ones could work really well. I really haven't watched any.
The Kenshin and Mishishi one were good, but most of them I've seen were terrible.
And favorite OST.
It's a tie between the Guilty Crowns and Attack on Titan ones.
What about favorite anime opening?
Oh, I believe it's the first Guilty Crown opening.
I was about to go with that.
I think, yeah, it's the first one, but the second one is also
But
amazing.
everything that makes me fall. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that one.
Uh-huh.
I'm yours.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Favorite anime scene.
Really? You make us do this one?
Okay, yeah, I know. I'm gonna say 2 because my favorite one is the ending of Code Geass. The fucking spoiler alert, Lucia's death. It's fucking awesome. And then also Kamio's death and Gurren Lagann.
Main character deaths are usually my favorite. So if you think of one, besides if it's something that like was terribly done, like a Kame ga kill, usually those are up there for me. I am a big fan of one particular scene that Brando recently got the pleasure of watching. Help me clean this up.
Shiggy, man, the fucking doctor.
And when he took the girl to the festival.
Yeah, that fucking crazy bastard. Such a player.
Like, did you see that coming, by the way?
No, I was just like, what's he doing?
That was another one I wish I got to watch with you because I was just like, because that was my second favorite moment of the series.
Yeah, that fucking doctor is a player, man. Like, oh my god, that was great.
Like, I like to say he pulled a Lelouch or a Light, but without supernatural powers.
Yeah,
that guy is a fucking genius.
Yeah.
Let me say mine first.
Okay.
Neon Genesis Evangelion when AV Unit 1 goes berserker and starts eating the other AV Unit.
Oh, that's a good scene.
Yeah, it definitely is. What anime character is the most similar to you in terms of personality?
Huh. Who's a character that just doesn't give a fuck?
Zoro?
No, because I'm not a badass like Zoro. I don't know.
One
Like,
dude in Anohana that cross-dresses.
Here's a better question. Try naming the other people on the panel's anime character.
okay, Nick is the like any little brother character who like doesn't want his big bro to leave and just like cries and is like, "No, big bro, stay here."
Oddish is an Oddish.
Oh yeah, he can be because that's in Pokemon.
Yeah.
I think Ryan's the guy in Bible Black that throws the can.
Yeah, that actually would work. It's a fucking good scene.
Nick, what do you think for Brando? I'm still trying to
I'm still thinking. I'm gonna
It has
say
to be someone who doesn't give a shit.
Gilgamesh.
I'm Gilgamesh, but instead of having like swords and stuff in like
Sex
inside the
toys.
sex toys. I have the gate of sex toys. Unlimited sex toy works.
Favorite ship. This is very easy. Foxy X Shirahoshi. Okabe X Kurisu.
That and then also Lelouch and C2.
Yeah.
I will go Takio X Small Bitch, aka Ryan X Hannah.
Aw.
Yeah.
I like Derbs.
Yeah, it's a solid one. I love it.
What is the biggest turnoff for any anime? Like, if you're looking at a list and you see this one thing, well, it'll instantly make you say no to the anime.
Visual
Lollies.
novel tropes.
Lollies.
I like Moe does not throw me off. Like I can watch anything. It's just, does it have a sexualized little girl on its cover?
What game would make a good anime?
I would say Halo, but Halo has Halo Light.
Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy 12, Xenoblade Chronicles.
I feel like any of the Assassin's Creed games could work well just for the assassin storylines.
I would go with a Dragon Age game. Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah.
Someone who's not an anime fan, what would be the first like gateway anime you'd recommend them?
Brotherhood.
It would depend on the person.
What if it was a guy like you who mainly just watches like, Walking Dead and
I'd
Game
like
of
probably
Thrones?
like Death Note or something.
Yeah.
Because like if they're not just all about fighting, I would give them Death Note, because I'd be like, this is what you can get with anime. If you can also get generic fighting, but you can also get things like this with mature storytelling. So I'd point them towards that, and then if they like that, I would be like, all right, so if you like Death Note, try watching Code Geass now, and then be like, and then if they're just like, this was amazing, then it's like, all right.
Favorite fight.
Oh, the end fight in Sword of the Stranger.
I'll just say Sword of the Stranger too. I can't think of one.
Like that, and then the Broken Blade fights were freaking great.
Final fight in Bebop.
That was a good one. The Ryder versus Archer and Fate Zero at the end, that was good.
Oh yeah.
Things like those are all good. Anything with good choreography or just epic death moments like those, yeah.
What type of anime that hasn't been made do you want to see? This is very easy for me. I want to see a pirate seinen.
I want to see that on just the manga in general. I've yet to find one. I would say anything that's similar to like the BioWare games in an anime form.
I just want an anime where there is like all of the main characters and side characters that it focuses on, all are equal in terms of depth.
Yeah.
They're like there has been some that have gotten close, but I want it to so it's all equal. So like even if they're not the main character, they develop just as much, and it's all equal. So it could be anything. It could be a yaoi. I don't care. I just want something to be that equal.
Yeah, this is something that I keep going back to with Fate Zero, and why I'm a Fate Zero fan. Even characters like the grandpa that Waver was staying at his house got a moment to shine. Got a moment where he realized what their intentions were. And, like, the characters were all there for a reason, pushing the story along, making impacts. You look at a lot of series where they have a very large cast, but 80% of the characters are there for nothing.
Yeah, like, I just want something like Fate Zero that's like 100 episodes, and you get so much depth to everyone.
This is a good question on top to get off of that. Large cast or small cast?
Small. It's easier to remember their names for me.
I'd say like medium. Like you don't need too few so that there's only a few reasons that you watch it. But if it gets too large, then obviously there's not going to be enough time to develop everyone. But if you have a nice medium-sized cast, like in say like Fate Zero, there's a select group of people that all get developed. But like imagine if Fate Zero or like there's another Fate anime where it was say like 50 episodes and they still had like that kind of medium cast, but everyone got like a few episodes to themselves to really push them, like things like that.
I think Steins Gate is a great example of how you can really work a small cast.
Yeah.
Everyone got their moment to shine, and everyone mattered. And that's what I enjoy, when everyone matters. It's not just like people are in the story just to be like, oh, I'm here and I'm dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it really depends, but between small and medium is where I like it. But if you can manage a large cast, that's all good too.
Sub or dub?
Depends on the series.
Depends on the series.
I like to watch things weekly, so I watch it in sub. But if I'm going to watch something that's completed, if it's from usually like Funimation or Gainax or something like that, I check out a dub, and if the dub doesn't annoy me in 5 minutes, I continue it just because it's simpler.
Best mystery anime.
Shiki?
Monster? Would I count that?
Monster.
Okay, I'll just make sure I would count it as a mystery.
Wait, yeah, I'll go with Shiki. I haven't watched Monster.
I don't have many other questions.
All right, well then I have the question of all questions to go out on. Are you ready, Ryan?
I am ready.
So this is a question. Do you feel like Nick is slowly dying?
Yes.
Is
Oh
Nick
my
dying
god,
slowly?
are we talking about this again?
He is definitely dying slowly.
Well then, Nick, you should check out Saint Asonia Dying Slowly. It is not available on iTunes yet, but it should be when their album is released in the summer. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.